Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Iris Dr. Pepper Sim series. We are here for heat number 2, looking like rain closing in on the area. As you can see, the dark clouds over there, trying to get practice done. Chris into the outside wall, already feeling the pressure of the rain possibly coming. Although those dark clouds might be going more towards the northern side of the track, more down towards the bottom part where 3 and 4 is. So hopefully it's just behind the grandstands. Don't really see much sprinklage on the track. If we do, we will throw the yellow. If we do see too much sliding going on in the car, don't want any crashes to happen. Just ruin any drivers' races. Right now, speaking of drivers' races, how about Because Racing? Side by side, Chris and Cup. Cup just keeps on sliding up this track, up into Chris, not giving him any room. Man, you're already being very aggressive with your driver. And it's not even the start of the heat. Chris already going to bring it in. Feels like there's a problem with the car not wanting to really push it too hard. Practice will be coming to a close here. As you can see, the Mag Tools number 9. Dave, he currently holds on to 4th place. Chris holds on to 3rd. And then the only 2 JWR cars in this field hold on to 2nd, 1st. And then Marlowe, driving the number 2 for Team Penske, holds on to 5th. You got Ian, who currently... Oh, never mind. Qualifying concedes as we will go through our field, presented by Mag Tools. On the front row, you got the Mag Tools number 9 of Dave on his outside, the Click Up number 98 of Cup. Right behind, you got the Roku channel number 56 of Chris on his outside. You got the Mikusuki Tribe of Indians of Florida number 09 of Chase, throwing back to Brad Keselowski back in 09. Rounding out the top 5, starting off the rest of the top 10 is row number 3, Jan in the Sonzio, number 12 for Dark Horse. He has made some enemies at short tracks this season. Let's see if that continues on here in Leo USA for heat number 2. On his outside, you got the Monster Energy, just better than Red Bull, number 17 for Dark Horse of Cardi. In row number 4, you got Ian the Exalta, number 24 Chevrolet for Me, Myself, and I Motorsports. And then on his outside, you got the first Team Penske car, the Ford Dark Horse, number 27 Devil Biss of Braxton. Rounding out the top 10 here today, you got the second Team Penske car, the Expel Pennzoil number 2 for Dark Horse of Marlowe. On his outside, you got the last Because Racing car in this field, the Pepsi Zero Sugar number 91 Chevrolet of Sleepy. Looking like it's going to be a great race here today. Very stacked field. You got Chase, you got Cup, you got Cardi, you got Marlowe, you got Chris, Dave as well, a rookie. Dave and Ian, both rookies in this field. Braxton, technically not a rookie, even though he's only had a few races here. Marlowe, definitely not a rookie. He used to drive the number 44 in the series. I will get the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
You can see and hear the backfire coming out of the cars. 3 Chevrolets start 1, 2, 3. Then you got 3 Fords starting 4th, 5th, and 6th. Then you got another Chevrolet in 7th, another Ford in 8th, and then you got another Ford and Chevrolet starting 9th and 10th. Pretty even for the first 3 rows, and then it's just jarbled on. Only Fords and Chevrolets in this group. Let's see how many of each make it into the clash. Top 5 make it in, meaning there will be either an odd number of Chevys and even number of Fords, or an even number of Chevys or an odd number of Fords. Through the gears they go. We're free from the USA Speedway for heat number 2, hopefully before the rain gets here. Already sliding up the track goes the number 98 Cup. Chase gonna try and fill in that gap, not gonna happen. Cup was pretty slidey in practice. See if that translates to this race. Chris gonna put him into the wall. Seems like that's a bit of revenge from practice. Cup comes off the wall, almost puts Chase down into Ian. Ian's gonna slam Chase up into Cup. Look out, this could be an incident right here. Cup gets put into the wall. He's now gonna put on the outside 3 wide from Cardi. Now Braxton tries filling in that spot. Chase holds on to the outside of Marlowe. And running away is Dave, then Chris, then Jan, then Ian, the rookie. Oh, look out, trouble in the back of the field. This is the fight for the transfer spot, Marlowe versus Chase. Can Chase get clear of Sleepy? Yes, he can. Now he, with 26 laps to go, Going to have a shot at Marlowe. No, he doesn't. He throws it away. How could you do that? Terrible mistake from a veteran driver in Iris. And look out, we might have a caution here. Here we go, almost. Already looking like some slippage, costing some drivers. We will throw a caution if we do have any more cars into the outside wall. Hopefully we do not. Marlowe holds onto the transfer, and you just gotta hate that for Chase, man. He had the car cleared, and then I think Sleepy might have gone into the rear bumper, but Cardi gets sent wide now. He's put on the outside of Cup. No avail. Once again, single file as soon as we get green flag racing. The dark clouds over the track just looming on. I never like to see that single file restarts if we do ever have a restart. Ian on the outside now of Marlowe, look out. Ian goes wide, Marlowe goes wider. Gonna check him up, here comes Braxton. Braxton used to drive, I believe, the 02 for Team Penske in Season 3 before he restarted for Season 4. Now he's driving the number 27, which JDM wanted to drive before he ended up driving the number 47. Put himself into the Clash just last heat. And now look at his old number, trying to make it into the Clash, just one position outside of the transfer spot, as Dave almost has a 1 second lead over his teammate Chris. That's pretty rare to see these two up ahead of each other, especially in front of somebody like Jan. You would have thought that Chris got sent to the outside wall by now by Jan, but he still hasn't. Really don't want either Braxton or Marlowe into this Clash. I want them both into this Clash, but sadly it's looking like right now it's going to have to be either one of them or possibly both of them out of the race. Hate to see it. A new driver in Braxton for Team Penske, a new driver in Marlowe for Team Penske. Either way, Team Penske is going to get a driver into the Clash unless they have a brawl. You never know. We're only halfway through this time around, and it's looking like Braxton is still keeping Marlowe in his tracks. Braxton able to swing that car a little bit wider. Let's see if he gets a run down the front. Not really. Still half a second behind Marlowe. Just gotta wonder if any incidents are happening right now. Anybody making contact? Not really. Dave has a very dominant lead, 14 laps to go. He's led them all. Almost incidents early on in this race, including Chase and Cup and Sleepy. Right now, Chase looking like he is going to be in the fan vote spot. Oh yeah, that number 09 definitely going to be in the fan vote spot. He cannot seem to find his footing around this track. There also could be wetness on the track. We were talking about the rain clouds earlier. If we do see multiple cars start to slide around these corners, we will throw a caution and check it out. Could be possible precipitation. If we throw it right now, race could be suspended until later on. We're hoping that we just get the last 12 laps under green. Well, now, last 11 laps under green. 143 more seconds, that's all we gotta do. Around the USA. Chris holds it low right there. Chris held it really low right there. Pretty surprising. Got two Team Penske, two Because Racing. And then you just got Ian, the rookie, driving for himself this season. Team Penske, Because Racing, and me, myself, and I Motorsports holding on to all the top 5 spots. Whoa, Jan goes wide. Looks like he just got tight entering the corner. Whoa, Ian starts to slide wide. Ian almost into the outside wall. Well, Cardi slammed that outside wall hard, it looks like. Don't really see damage on the side of that 17, so we will stay green. We get to 5 to go, that means no cautions. Until the end of the, well, I mean, if a caution comes out, it will mean no overtime, I mean. There we go, if Dave can just make it around this time without anybody either slamming into the outside wall or starting to slip, we will see Dave have a chance at getting his first win in the Iris Sim Series, and only his first ever start. 5 to go for Dave. Because Racing swept the entirety of heat number 1, they took the front row for heat 1, or they took pole position for heat 1 and heat 2, and it's looking like right now Because Racing will have Driz, Dave, and Chris in inside of the top, or inside of the first 11 cars to make it into the Clash. We will see in 3 laps, though, if anything happens to the 9 or the 56 or anybody else, as a matter of fact. 2 to go this time. All Dave wants to see is that white flag under green. 2 to go. Down the back straightaway again, the Mag Tools number 9. Looked strong so far. This is the biggest lead we have seen today. Down the front straightaway, white flag in the air. One more time around for Dave. Looking like it's gonna be all because racing for heat number 1 and 2. Personally, I think it would. Some people thought, including you last night, me and him thought it was going to be JWR and Team Penske dominating. No, because racing leads all the first 60 laps of the heat races. And that will conclude heat number 2, a very great race, great battles towards the start. And then once it got simmered out, looked like nobody really had a chance to catch up to each other. They were all evenly matched on pace. Carty takes it around another lap. But that means that the bottom 5 of this field and the top 5 of this field will be split up. Bottom 5 go on into the LCQ. Chase will become the fan vote driver. That will be along with Ski Racer. Top 5 will make it into the Clash, taking up the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th slots. Later tonight, you will be seeing heat number 3 and 4. If you are in the Discord server, only tonight you will see that, as tomorrow will be when the videos are posted on YouTube. So if you're seeing these videos right now, heat 1 and 2, that means it is currently Wednesday, which later tonight at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, 9:30 EST, will be when heat 3 and 4 will be going on. So until then, make sure you join Iris down in the description below. It will also be on Heat 1 as well. Make sure you join that so that we are up to date with the modified series as well. And until then, we will see you for Iris Sim Series Heat 3 and 4 tomorrow, technically, but tonight if you're in the Discord server. Have a good one, and good night.